Double kill. That's... Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Kilimanjaro. Kill-tacular. How close is that to Jeff Steitzer?
Pretty close.
Killionaire. Overkill.
You might take his job when he kicks it.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. I'm taking your job. Okay, sorry, that was hostile. Guys, we don't believe in hostility. Okay, this intro is getting too long. We don't believe in hostility. Let's get to positivity. So, the way we're getting to positivity today, guys, is by talking about the worst maps in the Halo Infinite flight. They all suck. No, I'm joking. There were some that were good. I didn't even introduce us. This is your boy Saman. This is Triple. This video is going off the rails.
Those maps are all special in their own way.
So, guys, Halo Infinite just ended 3 weeks ago, but Triple and I are not done milking it. As you know, on the Imperium channel, we have no content, so we have to milk stuff. we have to milk days-old content. So, we're doing that by talking about the Halo Infinite flight. So, guys, luckily enough, 343 must have known there were uncreative YouTubers out there because they put 5 maps in the flight, which you know what that means. Immediate top 5. So, guys, we are bringing you the top 5 worst maps in the Halo Infinite flight. Now, guys, let me break this down. You have least worst to best worst. The way you got to think about this is number 5 is the best map in the flight, and number 1 is the worst map in the flight. Okay? So it's kind of confusing, so that should make perfect sense.
Least worst to most worst is a better way to say it.
Yeah, but best worst confuses them more. So, there we go. Number 5, let's just get right into this delicious list, is Recharge. That's right, guys. The first map we saw is the best map in Halo Infinite thus far. Let me explain why. It has the gravity hammer on it. No, here's why. The map has the best flow. The gravity hammer is not completely overpowered that it breaks the map, but it's enough that it's a presence felt. It also has the power-up, which is useless. But the other thing that's really nice about the map is strongholds, right? In my opinion, most of the gameplay, most of the maps didn't play extremely well in Slayer. I'm also just not a big fan of Slayer. I've always preferred objective game modes. And in my opinion, Recharge by far played the best on strongholds. Especially compared to some of the other maps that had strongholds, I think, or capture the flag, I think that Recharge just did it better. So that's number 5, the best map in the flight. Let's just get to number 4. Number 4 is Fragmentation. Did you see Jeff Steitzer again? Guys, Fragmentation, BTB, let's talk about it. Fragmentation, in my opinion, could have easily been the best map in the game. It just should have been a little bit smaller. Like 75% of Fragmentation is really, really, really good, okay? And there's action, and it's intense, and Control is an amazing game mode. I think it's a ton of fun. The biggest issue with Fragmentation, as I already said, is it was just too big. There are too many moments where it just felt like you were kind of running and looking for people. And I think if Fragmentation was, like I said, about, 10 to 15% smaller, it would have really been number 5 on this list as the best map in the game. But because there are moments where it's just too big, it didn't get the top of the list. That being said, I think Fragmentation is a fantastic map. I had a ton of fun. Triple, do you have any thoughts on Fragmentation?
No.
There was one issue with Fragmentation, and that was the vehicles. The vehicles were hot garbage. That's another video completely. BTB, in order for it to come back, you have to buff the vehicle slightly, 343, but that will be another video because, of course, we got to milk those views. So, that was number 4. Number 3 on this list is Live Fire, located at Sergeant Johnson Academy. That was said in Sergeant Johnson's voice. I don't know if you knew that, but that's the academy where Live Fire takes place, is at Sergeant Avery Johnson Academy.
Really?
Yeah. So if you read the lore, you would have known that.
I'm not a nerd.
He should have read the lore.
Zaman's a nerd.
So that maybe. But here's the thing. Here's why Live Fire is not as good, in my opinion, as Recharge. I've never been a fan of insta-kill ranged weapons. It's not because I'm bad, let me just be clear. It's because I don't like what they do to the combat. When you have insta-kill close range weapons like a shotgun, energy sword, gravity hammer, it brings people close together because the enemy team has to push up on you if they have the hammer, or you have to push up on them if you have the hammer. If the power weapon is a sniper rifle or a ranged one-shot weapon such as the skewer, it's going to make the teams hang back more and make a campier fight. When you have battle rifle spawns, you can kind of get around that, but when you spawn with pistol ARs, it's just not nearly as easy to challenge a guy who is camped back on the tower with a sniper rifle. So I don't really like that type of gameplay. Also, the other thing is the quote-unquote one-shot weapon on the map, be it the Bulldog shotgun or the Heat Wave, is just not as good as like a gravity hammer or an energy sword. Frankly, the Bulldog shotgun is pretty good, but the Heat Wave is just weird. I haven't figured out if I like it or not, but I also think the map would be benefited with a more powerful one-shot weapon or close-range weapon, because I just don't think the Bulldog or the Heat Wave really can carry that much. Okay?
I think it tries too much to be, at least to me, it looks too much like the Pit, and it's not the Pit. It's like, when I play that map, I think of, wow, I think the Pit would play great in this game, and the Pit's not in this game. We have live fire. So you're sitting there. You know when you get on the top of the tower with a sniper, you're like, yeah, I'm here. But then you realize that, one, you can't use the sniper, and two, there's no sightlines to really use the sniper. Like, you look down the angles, but nobody's there, and when someone is there, you miss. So, it just kind of brings out the bad of the game that I don't like to see.
Yep, there you go. Number 2, Behemoth. Now, guys, Behemoth is
Active trash.
Is a beautiful map, in my opinion. I think it's actually visually the best map in the game. And I actually think, again, similar to Fragmentation, Behemoth could have scored as the number 5 or the best map in the game, but 343 made a crucial error, in my opinion, and that was the fact that Behemoth was only 4v4. Behemoth is clearly too big to be a 4v4 map. It is way too slow as a 4v4. There are active moments where you can look across the map and not see anybody. If Behemoth was on BTB, and you had Banshees or Wasp or just better vehicles than a Ghost, Behemoth would be off the walls mental. I'm telling you, 8v is BTB 8v8 or 12v12?
12v12.
12v12 on Behemoth would be straight up wild.
It would be chaos.
It would be chaos, and I guarantee you it would be a ton of fun.
I think 4v4 could work, but with BR starts. I think that map would play great with BR starts.
It might. I don't know. All I know is that I like chaos. You have both sides has a shock rifle, both sides have a Ravager, and then both sides also have a sniper. So you have 3 power weapons on a 4v4 map for each team. It just, in my opinion, is too big for 4v4, and I think it's just small enough or just big enough that it would work well in BTB. And like I said, I think it would be absolute chaos. So 343, Behemoth could be a really good map. You gotta make it a BTB map. You can't leave it as a 4v4. It would be off the walls insane as a BTB map. Guys, that might be a controversial opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. But now, there's only one more map left, and you probably know what it is. But this map is undoubtedly probably the worst map I've played in the last 3 years in Halo. So it's basically just Halo 5. But, it's Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 5. In my opinion, this map probably takes the cake for the worst map I've played in Halo across all of those games. It is none other than the undoubted champ of 343's Twitter poll about which map was the community's favorite, which must mean the community is all wrong, or there were Russian bots spamming the wrong vote. This map is, of course, Bazaar. And just like the name suggests, the map design is bizarre. It makes no sense to me what the layout of the map is. Guys, I'm going to put together a whole nother video outlining what is wrong with Bazaar, because again, need to milk those views. But the point is, Bazaar just does not function as a map. There are the catwalks above the map make it campy, okay? You have the perpendicular view of the map doesn't flow well. It's not really movable without grapple hooks. There's only one grapple hook, I think, that spawns on the map. And frankly, the rockets just don't lend themselves well to the map either. It's a confusing choice for me of map design from 343, which historically has been very, very good on map design, in my opinion. But this is by far the worst map in the game. I don't think Capture the Flag played that well on it. I don't think that Slayer played that well on it. Frankly, I think Bazaar really should just get kind of punted to like the ugly chicken aisle.
It's just that 75% of it was open. Like that whole side of the map is just open.
Yeah, there's
You
just
can't do anything with it. You have pistols. Maybe BR starts is like the holy grail of Halo Infinite, but AR pistol is just not it for that map. That's for sure.
yeah. I think Bazaar is just a disappointing map. You know, I know that I think in one of Triple's criticism videos he said it looked like Call of Duty. I thought Bazaar looked cool, but I think the map layout just wasn't it. So there you go, guys. That was the list of the top 5 worst maps in Halo Infinite, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what are your top 5 maps in Halo Infinite? Let me know in the comments below, did you like this video? If you did like it, leave a comment as well as like the video, okay? Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We need subscribers. We've been stagnant for 5 years. Please subscribe. Other than that, guys, this has been your boy Zayman. I was here with your boy Triple. We are your boys at Imperium. We'll catch you later.